I know, we're just going to listen in.
Classic pack we're getting next. I can't break the news on that. That's going to come from most likely Severlin, probably in the producer's letter, but we'll see. We'll see where we end up going there.
Vergas is doing an 18-2 Monk. It's interesting.
I'm just kind of thinking about wrapping up the show. Look at all this. I've gotten some pretty good stuff though here. Look at that. Not bad. Also, this.
Really not sure what I want to be doing.
Sweet. On a character that isn't this one, but it's fun. Future love. Also, I got the legendary dumpster fire. That was pretty cool too. Can we see more spears? Spears would also be one of those things that we'd love to do someday, but hard to tell if that'll ever happen. Matthew, your destinies were wiped a few TRs ago. Is there anything else you can do? You have almost earned them back, but help would be nice. All I can really do is say ping that ticket. I know that we do have some people that have additional, say, higher level engineering work that needs to be done to them. It sounds like maybe you may be one of those folks. So ping the ticket. Hopefully they can get it resolved sooner rather than later. But I know that some of these characters that have needed additional help due to TR issues, it's not an easy fix.
I assume that this is coming across.
Any word on when we can buy points for others? That is on the agenda for the new DDO market, but I don't have anything to announce today on that. Sorry.
I'm afraid we may end up just joining this Land of Barovia for a little bit, just to cap out. It's not really what I want to do today, but
all right, let me
capping out's
just
important.
Roll through a few more questions. Against the Giants. Someone is suggesting. I've got my own list. What are the chances of Mimics or Pirates showing up in the first half of 2021? I would say pretty good. Pretty good that we would see Crystal Cove come out in the first half of 2021.
I want to break in anything that's
Mimics,
level
I'm not
30
sure
plus here. Just want to stay at the stuff that's 29 and lower. So we have like
got wrecked. I did.
Inferno stuff.
Any word on a gathering for buffs this year?
Delirious things, that would be okay.
Hard to say. At least as of January 6th there,
Not great
I can't
for
really
us.
see a world in which I'm at Gen Con, personally. Unless the world changes dramatically in the next 6 months. And
Oh, here we go.
can't
Three
imagine.
Barrel
Gen
Cove. We
Con
can go do
almost
some Three Barrel
conventions
Cove work.
Got a lot to think about, I bet, here this year.
Yeah, okay. We have a plan now.
I'd love to at least do like a virtual gathering for buffs, but I don't know. I don't know. I'd say if there's a pretty good chance that I won't be able to be going to any of the conventions this year, and I don't even know if it's going to happen. Is the anniversary event going to meld with the winter event? I think we would probably have the winter event come first, then the anniversary event. Is the new winter event replacing both current ones? Or just the Reezy Ice Games? You like Midwinter? I have bad news for you. Yes, it is replacing both the Reezy Ice Games and the Evening Star Midwinter
It could have
Festival.
gone straight to Three Barrel Cove, I guess.
There has been discussion about incorporating those older events, kind of working on them a little bit, and then bringing them back in the format of the winter event. But we don't have immediate plans to do
I don't really need that much experience, to be fair. Like, we're creeping along just fine. Hey, good morning, Thuckar.
I popped in late to the stream. Saw a lightning bolt and you are dead. Never changed, Cordovan.
I guess we never did this quest either.
It happened, didn't it?
Didn't do
We're
this
going where? To see
saga.
what?
I don't have
That
anything
sounds
nuclear in
amazing!
the pack.
Oh boy. Jerry's still answering chat questions, it sounds like. That quest doesn't matter. That quest doesn't matter. Oh. Yeah, that quest doesn't matter.
What about the new raid in Feywild? Yeah, that's coming too. The developer that is sort of in charge of ushering through the next raid,
there's no new fire caves.
Work themselves. It's a team effort. Has been hard at work on it. And we would expect to, I believe, see that on Lamania first. That'll be pretty soon, and then released after that, assuming it goes well. I don't have an ETA though as to exactly when the raid will be. Hopefully sooner rather than later. Sorry, I'm a little tired here. Anniversary party, anniversary gift, yes and yes. Don't know what yet though. I actually was a big fan of the Evening Star Midwinter Festival too. I have to admit, I am a little sad to see it go, but I recognize that it is a little bit of a unparticipated in event. What about improvements to voice chat servers? No, Titan. I think that is
lots of questions here today. Hard seat time question mark? Probably not yet.
I just really don't see a world where we update our voice chat servers from the old GameSpy.
I mean, clearly I've got at least a little bit more experience to go, and
so many of
kind of tempted to get some first times in.
Anyway. We're using Discord, Skype, TeamSpeak, 1,000 others that are like that.
Got 112,000 Reaper experience to go to 69.
To try to bring.
I'd like to unlock the wings at some point just to have them unlocked.
As good
so
as
if I
what
don't,
is offered elsewhere, when you already have a system that
I spend a little bit of time
is at least rudimentary and functional. It's kind
30
of
plus
hard bargain to make.
There we get there. So we're probably going to take a little bit of time, be a little slower this particular TR. I think.
Will we be able to get the current winter cosmetics in the new winter event? I believe the answer to that is yes. Will ice skates be valid? No. That does currently sunset that item. Who knows what we might do with it in the future, though. But, so I wouldn't... People take it real serious when I say this stuff sometimes. I personally will be hanging on to my Resia ice skates for a little while, even though they may never get used again. If you are like me, you may wish to do that as well. Because what if? But there are currently no plans to use it on the way. I will have to get back to you as to what to do with the ice skates, I guess. There are some people that are curious about it. I do know that it is not needed to run the new winter event, so I will have to follow up on some of your concerns. All right. Yeah. I think that's going to wrap it up then for the show. So I'll be back next week with more. Probably have a lot more to say about the winter event that we are talking about here. And have a whole lot more too. We're also planning to do a chat with Severlin, kind of like what we did in December here, in the relatively near future. We don't have a date set, and honestly, Sev needs to do a whole lot of work right now along with the rest of us. So we need to carve out a couple hours to really make another Twitch Q&A happen, but it went really well, and I think everyone was pretty happy with how it went in December. So we'll be trying to do more of this sort of thing again, probably even before we get to a producer's letter. But we'll see where we end up there. It's 2021. It's a new year. And welcome to it. Have fun, everyone. I'll see you next week.
$2021, same as the last year. It's all good. Let's get this raid going on and let's figure out what we're going to do. Alright, raid. Lana. Lana, Lana. Hey, good morning, everybody.
Lana.
Danger Zone!
Alright, greetings and salutations, everyone. Greetings. I think Thought over here wanting to do stuff. Sure, let's do it. Right to party. Anyway, everybody, greetings and salutations. Forehand, good morning. Backheart. Thank you very much for hitting the follow button there. I appreciate it. Welcome to the USS Fat Halfling. So let's real quick talk about the build. We're doing an 18-2 Artie Wiz, and this one's a little bit different for me. Maybe somebody else is floating around with this. I don't know. But we're 41 points in Fate Arc Illusionist, but not Tier 5. And we are 35 points in Archmage, but we are Tier 5. So we are set up as a PK machine as much as our gear will currently allow. We have probably another like 5 points of like the int with artifacts and stuff like that we can squeeze in. I just don't have a lot of that stuff, so we're kind of using some fillers here and there, but we're making it happen. But yeah, this has been working out pretty well. Like I said, we're doing a lot of force damage stuff as our if we can't PK something to death, and that's kind of just how it is. Alright, so I'm going to head to Chuto. Have the double PK, triple PK. I have a regular spell timer, I have the PK timer from the Gnome Tree, and I have the PK timer from Archmage. Said, and we're going straight to a quest that it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, doesn't care. Yeah, triple PK is pretty sweet. Yeah. Yeah, it would be nice if there was some way that you could, like, convince monsters to know fear so they can be PK'd even though they don't normally know fear. Alright, looks like everything is basically turned on. Let's get our rune arm charging. We're still using a not particularly good rune arm for what we're doing, but that's what we have, so. We need the slightly bigger rune arm. We'll get there. Similar to the DS from Sorks and Pale Mask. Well, it would be great if it was at least as good as the Sorks. The Pale Master one is not as good as it seems. Like an induced fear ability similar to the Sword's elemental vulnerability. Yeah, something. Like, you spend all this time and energy working on a spell. Same thing with, like, the negative energy for undead. It really sucks that you have to heal the undead the first time before you can strip that immunity. There's also just a massive pile of mobs that don't care, right? Like, there's a lot of monsters that don't care about your negative energy damage at all. Like, you can't strip away all of it. But yeah, it'd be nice, because you spend a lot of time and energy, you know, like, working on this, being out, it could be an epic feat. That would be fine. Like, it should work its way in somewhere, I think. Savon, good morning. Well, it works sometimes, Xylo. You'll find lots of undead that never start taking negative energy damage. There's quite a few, but they'll always heal. Kind of lame for the Sork, though. First spell is still being ignored before you can hit stuff. Yeah, well, would you rather the first spell be ignored, or would you rather it heal your opponents? I really feel the Alchemist bypass is too good, and it's skewing everything else up.
Is it a secret door? I love secret doors. I would have never seen that.
Does the heal matter that often if you haven't hit them already? Anyway, sometimes. I've actually had monsters very nearly almost dead, and I thought I was still running the countdown on them, but apparently I had not. Ended up healing them like almost all the way completely full again. Alchemist, power creep or nerf? I would make the spell immunity, or the damage immunity stripping be the last thing that happens on the spell, instead of on the first hit, but after the spell. And I think for me that would be all that it needs to take to kind of fix Alchemist. Like, I don't mind there being a variety or things being different, but I personally I think it's very, very strong. It would be a nerf by far. Like, it would be very big nerf, but it would be the same as the sword. Cast a different spell to fire it off first, and I don't have a problem with that. What I do have a problem with is continuously hitting the wrong button. That is problematic today. Let's deal with 10,000 dots before we get murdered by fear dots. Also, if we had the big rune arm, the big I forget what it's called, from the arcane, no, from I cannot for the life of me think what it's called. Trial of the Archon's quest. There we go. If we had that bigger rune arm, we'd be in great shape right now. But we unfortunately don't. We just have a little one. Still, we'd really step up our rune arm damage if we had the bigger rune arm ready to go.
Oh, neat.
Oh, neat. You have a good day. Also, Lareth, the other problem with the heal is what happens if you, like, you've been working on one mob, right, for example, and you cycle your AoE hits, and the mob that you have been working on is not a big deal. He takes damage. Then the guy next to him takes a big healing hit because he walked in his zone or walked in the range or whatever. It can be problematic for sure. But mostly my complaint is that it just doesn't work all the time. I would like it too. There's also, like, areas of the dungeon of DDO that it just doesn't work at all, like negative energy damage in general. I also would like to be able to have, like, a strip like a death ward type effect. In fact, I've been taking that nullification one out of the Magister tree. Every time you, like, hit something, there's a chance that you can cast a Dispel Magic. Normally I've been taking this, the Null Magic Strikes. But it doesn't seem to work on undead in the same way. Like for example, the Giants in Tor, they don't take negative energy damage, but they can be PK'd or Finger of Death. They just have like some weird ward that doesn't matter. I haven't played a Wiz in a while. I just know that Iron Golems don't bother my File Sork so much, even when the first hit heals them. Yeah.
How did that even happen?
I mean, I think you'd probably find that it could be equally problematic, but like the big go-to spell for like the Pale Master is quite a bit different than like. I guess we're just gonna go down here. Quite a bit different than like a Meteor Swarm. Oh, we got all the good Reapers in here.
That was remarkable.
Alright, what are we missing? We're still missing the Fan Reaper. Pull the Fan Reaper closer to me, not further away from me. You cannot kill things and move around. I'm a standstill wizard. Alright. I can kill anything as long as I can stand still. Speaking of things, there's quite a bit of gear that I need to farm up for this life that I may or may not just need to farm up in general. I'm not sure. Need to pick up a Mark IV, Legendary Mark IV. I need to pick up a. Basically, I need to put that set together. Thought I had the Legendary gloves, but I didn't see them. Hey, Talab. Jersey is currently getting babied really bad. So, for those of you who don't know, my dog Jersey, like my wife's dog, and he was just sitting on her lap yesterday, no big deal, chilling out, and then all of a sudden he starts to cough, and then whine and cry, like he's been really badly hurt. So I go into the wife's office where there's like that. She's freaking out because he just was fine like 15 seconds ago, and now he's basically, I don't know, some sort of shock, I think. And he did not act right. He ended up peeing on her. He ended up, I got him down, got him laid down onto the dog bed. And about as soon as I had him laid down there, he emptied his bowels. So I jumped on the phone, started calling vets, found a vet here in town that could see him relatively quickly, within half an hour or so. And got him in, and they found nothing that would explain the problem. So, yeah, we have no idea. The only thing that anyone can like come up with or say anything about is that he's got a pretty large heart for a wiener dog, which I feel like he's always had a big heart. Like you could physically feel it when you hold him. Like he's always had like a big ticker in that way. So, I don't know. Long story short, he's just getting babied today. They basically sent him the equivalent of doggy Tylenol home to see if he recovers from like that. So who knows? Let's see. You're going back to light damage favored soul, so you don't get any immunity stripping either. Yeah. Again, I don't have to have a bunch of immunity stripping stuff going on. It just, it feels like certain classes definitely have a much bigger advantage in that regard.
Down they go.
And it's possible that if they did a pass on Magister, that they might take a look at some of that stuff, right? Maybe they can put some immunity stripping stuff in Magister that makes a little bit more sense. Yeah, we don't want to be very close to that guy. And again, I continue to hit the wrong spell. I'm using the Night Skate skin. I like it quite a bit, actually. There's some problems with it. But for the most part, I like it quite a bit. Oh man, Elastis? I'm the worst at sounding out names, so I apologize for that. But anyway, welcome to the USS Fat Halfling. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm also very tired. Not that that would have mattered. My inability to sound things out is true regardless of my sleep status.
Isn't this the best part of adventuring?
That's not what I wanted at all. Samus fall down the hole.
Ooh, is it a secret door?
We're currently at a standing 118 PK. No like temporary boost or anything. We should be able to boost that up quite a bit. And obviously we have temporary boosts. Again, if we were in a situation where
We will never mention this.
I could just keep hitting the wrong spell, that would be great. That'd be all I ever wanted. Did I miss anything on the lunchtime stream? I honestly didn't pay that close of attention. Sorry. I was half watching some other media and half trying to figure out some shenanigans here. I've got to figure out the marketing plan for the upcoming pre-release stuff, because it's another pre-release at home, which basically means no event. I'm still trying to figure out a way to have something happening, even though Wizards is doing their best to kill my store when it comes to events. So that's where a lot of my energy has been today. Alright, I'm going to go back to Shrine. They're trying to kill all stores. They are. Except for their Amazon store. Which, I mean, I've been playing quite a bit of Arena, so whatever. I certainly have felt wiped since we come back from vacation. I usually feel pretty energized when I come back from a vacation. I think that's pretty normal for most people. I just feel completely thrashed. Good, I guess. Guess I don't have anything for this.
Me either.
There we I was vacation. It was fine. Feel like there's a more involved discussion about that off camera. Well, what am I doing? Why am I fighting for this? We all know where there's a thing. Let's just go get it.
Got it. Sorry.
It's fine. I was on my way to that boat. If I hadn't had my featherfall item on from before, I would have already been down there pulling that chest. Now you have wings. You should have been able to get to the other side and then over. Anyway. Let's go kill this guy. Loot his junk.
You to the cache. Lead the blood tide. The undead islands. It is said they are a gracious
Keep me alive, and I will keep the bad guys over here. Matter of clicking buttons.
Are you alright? Is there a cleric in the house?
Reposition slightly closer to the NPC cleric. Not that close though. All right.
never truly be destroyed. Inside
Oh, we got a
you find
torch.
a piece of Aransri's treasure map, along with some other items.
You got pooped on. Okay. What I guess troglodytes get. Although honestly, probably the other one will be easier, except for that infight where I don't think I have any social skills of a high enough score. Let's see. Do I currently have a diplomacy item on?
Oh my gosh. Goodness gracious, Cermius.
What does it matter? Did you re-roll and you pulled your blade? Ha. That's funny. Well, it's good to see that somebody's able to re-roll for something. I re-rolled,
Extends deep into the rock behind this one.
I went for the gibbers, or not the gibbers, the Mark IV a couple of times earlier today. I managed to whiff on that. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my little stick and keep powering it up here. Now that we got the dream.
I grow stronger.
Oh, we do love monsters with heads. And the ability to know fear.
Are you on team blocks the passage? It looks
Monsters that know fear.
have made Grey Garls too
That's where we're all about. Alright, you guys want to engage so I can walk past you? Oh, I was PKing.
You're really good at this.
This spell I'm still not 100% on Spirit Blades, but more opportunities to do force damage seems like a good call. We're kind of all in on the force damage train here.
Down they go.
Get out of here, Ice Soul. Get out of here, you Ice Soul. Anyway, don't know if usually somebody else from the was paying more attention to what was happening on Jerry's stream today than I was. At least somebody there could fill us in on a lot of the comings and goings of the stream.
Play it.
Ooh.
Woohoo!
Apparently negative levels is where it's all about today.
That was fun. I look
Guess
forward
we'll-
to working with you in the future.
That's good. Well, as long as we're all stopped, right? That's what matters. Does it roll poorly before? Is that what happens? Oh, I guess we also don't have our stick in, so we're missing
So, what's on for today? Creatures to slay, evil
we're missing
overlords
some
to
DC
depose?
spell DC there. Down at 10 negative levels. We'll get there.
I forgot to get scrolls.
Don't know why my helper person here doesn't want to
So, what's on for today?
help us out in that
Creatures to
regard.
slay, evil overlords to depose?
Who we're down to 6 negs. Watch out. This guy's not gonna. That guy don't care about neg or anything. He didn't care. He never
That
cared.
was fun. I look forward to working with you in the future.
5 negs. Now we can KKA an awful lot of things with heads. And no fear. If they know fear,
Poor friend. I
Pretty much don't care. Alright. I normally wouldn't shrine here, but I think I'm going to go ahead and shrine here just for the getting my negs back.
Nothing like a well-deserved rest.
Okay. Have her shrine. There we go. Now we got our action going. I'll come back and grab that if Bucker doesn't end up eating it. He might. He's down quite a bit of the manas.
You're really good
Get out
at
of here,
this.
Demon Soul scumbag. No one likes you. Yeah, I would really like to be able to duck back through this door. There it is. PK for days.
This is just a different type of opportunity.
PK. PK. Alright, okay, those guys are not active, that's the problem. I don't understand why those guys aren't getting got. Well, that'd be why, because they're not active yet. We can see them, but we can't make them activate. Alright, I think what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and fire off Spell Surge here. And what that does is it's plus 5 to our DCs. And then that one wore off.
Down they go.
Got an incoming Carnage Reaper. Dance. Dance, monkey, dance. Alright, there are 2 more over here. They all, like, cleverly dodged my blows by not moving. And I can't see the other one, so I can't target the other one. There he is. Man, their hide is so good. Like the ladies have all
This is
logged
just a
off.
different type of opportunity.
Oh boy, come on. So we boosted with our Reaper points. That's another 3 to our spell DC, so it puts us at 121. Which, again, I think we should probably be a little higher than that most of the time, but we are Definitely struggle busting some with our gear here. It's not the... Yeah, I wanted to target... Didn't want to target him again. That's how many times I didn't want to target that guy. We can't kill the Famine Reaper with PK, which is nonsense, but whatevs. I'm not sure why we're standing so close together. Oh, I found that Reaper. Hi. How you doing? Does he have a... No, he should be PK. Well... No, he's... May have to move down to get that guy, though. Let's do that. Let's move down one. Get asked sometimes why I like rune arms so much when it comes to like, because their damage is not what a lot of people would think of as great. But for me it has a lot to do with the fact that I can, it gives me something that I can do that does some sort of damage that's relevant. Doesn't cost me anything substantially. And it kind of gives me that a little extra staying power when I'm like on a build like this, where I'm all kind of in on spells that do nothing against a boss. I don't like that they just disappeared and I can't find them again. Oh, it's just that guy being a thing. I'm not allowed to see him, but he's allowed to shoot me. Alright, seems fair. PK. Booster. Is this guy back? Yeah, I'm not sure where this dot's coming from. I splash these two already mini int builds for the rune arm. Yeah, like I think rune arms do a lot of work. Still trying to figure out where this last arrow is coming from. It's very aggravating. There's the Archon that's been a problem. Really hoping to knock this Fear Reaper out before it could start screaming. Boost. successfully eaten an awful lot of snakes today. Ow, ow, ow! Trying to get as much of this stuff to come at me as we can here.
We'll recover. It's totally fine.
And right this minute, we're looking for all sorts of stuff. Oh my goodness. Well, I was trying to figure out what you were up to, Peter. Now I get it. You discovered Patsy art.
Is there a cleric in the house?
Nice. Little Shrek face. A lot of people really loved that guy. I'm not sure why. Was never the biggest fan. Like, it was fine. It was an enjoyable movie once, but there are some people who watch that thing like crazy. Yeah, it was fine. It was an enjoyable show.
Are you on Team Cleric? Regards you with scorn.
Sweet little green girl down here.
The cleric gives a nod, and you on Team Warrior spring to the north.
Should be reasonable shape here now. Unfortunately, we have to restart our dots for the mental honing, that whole process. But it shouldn't take too long for that to stack back up to a nice high crit chance. And since all these activations, literally everything basically that we're spamming for damage here is a force thing, mental honing should make a big difference. Should start seeing big ol' crits fairly common here pretty soon. And our overall damage should creep up as well, slightly. Spell's got such a long cooldown. It has a long cooldown too, but it's got a really long wind up. It's only a 6-second cooldown. Yeah, I'm not seeing the big force jump dots and damage that we should be seeing. We've seen a lot more 5,000s, 10,000s. Wonder if we need to switch our rune arm around. There's something. Every once in a while, I've learned that if you switch your rune arm around, like the damage kicks back in correctly. I don't understand exactly why. Somebody's got a theory, and I don't remember what it is now. Have I done Thunderhome yet? I have not. Like, I'm very close. This quest might actually do it, I'm not sure. See if we can get this Carnage Reaper to come down here by himself. I'll probably save it for after I epic.
You're really good at this.
For the most part, I'm trying to save a percentage of things for life number 2. So, like, if I do a Explore Zone, I try to save the other 2 Explore Zones or 3 Explore Zones for the next go-around. I found, personally, that life number 2 is much harder. So I kind of like the idea of saving most of the Explore Zones for life 2. I presume I have to kill all these things? I don't know where this guy came from. Awkward.
Down they go.
So I know the dev that made Nightshade skin was just wondering what the issues I was specifically having. So there are a lot of like small nicky-picky things. So for me, I think there's a fine line between using your logo at a reasonable amount and overusing it. For me, the lower right-hand corner having the D&D logo replaced with that logo is one of the places that I feel like it's a little too much.
A nice quiet moment.
Specifically. The other thing is when you enter a quest, that background is very, very busy. And sometimes it's a little difficult. So I'd like to see that maybe moved it down a little bit. A little less busy. Or maybe shade it so it's a little bit not in your face. And then the other thing, and I don't know if there's anything that can be done about it, but the things that are highlighted are so much dark, like things that are equipped are so much darker than the things that are not. I wish there was some way that you could do it, highlight that square without overshading the top. I don't know if you could do like a bigger, brighter pink box or something else, but it feels like it's just slightly not quite what you really want long term. But I mean, I feel like I left the review on the
We'll recover. It's totally fine.
on the original post on the forums, so pretty much they're the exact same that I had mentioned before. Just a little bit too much usage of the logo. Over like again, specifically the DDO logo. When it comes to right here. I don't know if there's more trash. Can I get a heal, please? I know this quest that well. I guess that's probably it
Oh,
then.
neat.
Inside the chest, you find
The highlights being worked on for the weapons that are equipped.
other items.
I said, and I don't even mind a lot, like, I think there's some things where it would become problematic if it was a little bit different.
A cave extends deep into the rock behind
But, like, because it's basically a little pink dot, I think it's fine. But there's definitely still some places where it's a little bit problematic. Just having so much of the logo in such a small space.
a small building
But, like,
stands curiously
this-
alone in the center of
this right here, it's very busy. Like these hashtag scales are a little much, and this is a little bright, like by comparison. And then also it took me a really long time. Like these icons all make sense to me. The little rainbow poo, an axe, a sword, some shields, but I don't understand this. Like, no matter how much I look at it, I don't think it's supposed to be a skull, like maybe on an axe. If I were to guess, like in the process of being smashed. For example, like this I would change if it was me. These I would knock back slightly or change the color. But it's just small things. Like I said, this is the skin that I've enjoyed the most out of all the skins that I've tried so far. Do I care about breaking all this crap?
Well, Captain,
I probably don't really, but
three-barrel code for treasure maps.
I'll look at it anyway.
For safekeeping,
Do I talk to you first?
I would need to overcome Rackham's infamous trials.
Let's not blow this stuff up, shall we? Yeah, like I said, again, I think all the comments that I made were left on the forum post. So, and there I've probably pointed literally dozens, if not many more people than that. I just wish that some of these other ones were a little bit more usable. Like, this one just seems so hard to see. And the Passion one, if it was like, I don't know, like 20% dimmer, maybe? Like, it's very, very bright. It's too much for me. So, like, I would like to use the other ones, but they're too bright. Part of what I used to do back in the corporate world was UI design for things. Now, granted, most of my UI stuff was stuff that I was working on things. So, like, UI that, for direct applications. So, like, just making comments on the graphical stuff of a system that's already in place and you're just trying to, like, prettify it. It's a different story. Yeah, I mean, it's they look good. I've grown to like this one quite a bit. I would like to be able to use the reddish one, but it's too bright. But I have the feeling that my robots, my hireling, is not where it's supposed to be. We get up in like 40 minutes.
That really hurts.
Wow, sometimes they just don't die, huh? Alright. Let's fire off a little bit more on the DCs here. I feel like there's got to be a place that I can stand where they can't hit me. Like, if they just gotta automatically hit me no matter what, that's pretty rough. I'm inside your reach, you can't hit me. Alright. Should definitely work that way. Alright. And then oh, because you're a mean one, that's why. Oh, good. Can we? There we go. Are we still shooting something? No. Alright, perfect. I don't know why I have to reset my client every time I log in to get the audio to work. I've had that problem in the past, but lately it has not been a big deal.
I hope you get better.
Okay, well I didn't know these traps spawn all the way back to here. It's kind of cool. I haven't detected like a trap box for these. Oh wait, maybe there was a... What's that? Are they actively hunting?
Yeah.
That's cool. Oh, there's a box. I felt like I was getting chased there for a minute. Wasn't just me being paranoid.
This appears to be a lift. Surely it won't be as easy as simply taking the line up.
The passion is the one that she made for her personal taste. The emerald came out of a vote during the hardcore stream. Thank you so much for your comments and using the skin. Yeah. I said I like the passion one a lot. I just wish it was like 20% less bright. I'm very sensitive to light, so it's part of the reason I think this one makes so much sense. I think it works really well. And just some minor tweaks in for my taste.
The fetid stench of sewer fills your nostrils.
try to get these guns controlled, and then work on starting to clean the trash. That guy lived. I lived again. Not a third time he didn't, though. Alright.
A series of levels and tracks. The walls, the floor,
All right.
and the ceiling.
We'll start breaking this stuff in a minute.
Solve this conundrum.
Your kind are as fragile as new-laid eggs.
Pulling this lever fires a dart high above. It must be a trigger mechanism.
When you're ready, come stand by the NPC.
Return to their initial state.
Oh, never mind.
This appears to be a reset mechanism.
Alright, then we'll figure out what the highest of my social skills are. I'll put it on my bar here. Said I think we have a 38 diplomacy, 38 bluff, 43 intimidate though. I guess that's the one. A similar build playing an 18 Wiz 2 Artie Pale Master Inquisitive. Yeah, I'll probably play an Inquisitive version. So what I've been doing is working on my Iconic Lives. And why I do my Iconic Lives, what I've been trying to do is I've been trying to do like
Must have followed you through Rackham's drive.
most of the first times, basically. Jeez. Try to pick up some Reaper points. Dance monkey. You're an invalid target for being danced. But you'll color spray? Yeah, it doesn't seem correct to me. Try again. Alright, she just got a super high.
A sweltering wave of heat washes over your body. Rackham's inferno will take precision and cunning to overcome.
Alright, so you just have a super high spell resistance, I guess? Okay, seems fine. Oh, I did get webbed. Fortunately, Blurry is preventing us from taking all of this damage. Got the can't do anything until we switch weapons bug, which is the best bug. See what we can do here. Yeah, this build is my attempt to like go all in on force and see what we can make happen. The problem that we're having right now is that we just don't have the gear to support everything that we're trying to do. We need we need a legendary Mark IV. We need a legendary attunement gauntlets. For starters, we have the hat, but we need the other piece. And then we also need the Arm of the Archons. The slightly bigger.
Now I count the hours until I am allowed to continue.
Okay, that's correct. It's highlighting weird, I guess. So be it. But anyway, as I was trying to say before, I tend to switch the builds between epic lives. If it makes sense to do so. Hey Pip, how's it going, bud? It's going fine. A little slow sometimes, but fine. We don't... Well, I already have these done, actually, Thought. Can you just maneuver through?
Well, give it a shot, yeah.
Apparently I'm missing something. Is there a lever?
Yeah.
Or do I have to pull these things? You can move back out. We got it now. Must have missed some lever that Thakar went and got. Look how my hireling's just like throwing shade and not doing what she's supposed to.
The new first mate of the
Okay.
is waiting for you.
I'll put you as far back in this corner as possible. I don't think it's gonna matter. I think you're gonna be a D-bag regardless. Well, it must not be that hard of DCs, because we got him with our, like, 40-something. Oh no, did I fire that off too early? Did I fall for an elaborate trick? No, we're gonna get stunned. Apparently a 5 plus 44 is not the number.
Perhaps you can turn it around with diplomacy, intimidation.
Hey DeBill, what's going on? You may have to break down and get Feywild finally with Hardcore 4 talk. Yeah, there was... He did mention it. I didn't hear what he was talking about on it at all. Yeah, getting Feywilds and learning them is probably going to be important. And I don't know them well enough to, like, go ham. I can muddle through them, but... Sounds like before April. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Oh, it failed. 7 didn't do it.
I know the 4-piece winners that I farmed out last night made goddamn a lot easier for a caster.
I've yet to be able to get my 4 pieces of winter that I can actually cram into most of my gear sets.
Their attacks are boring. Lucky I had time to drop before seeing you fight. Your face, yes.
28 did it though. Winter's tough to slot on a lot of builds. I just have to be very particular about where mine can go. But it's not that far, I don't think.
With Rackham's treasure map piece in hand,
Alright, I think I'm gonna go take level 30.
to locating Aratsri's legendary treasure.
I think there's a bunch of spots that you could do some stuff. I'm just not 100% on everything. So we could take Intensify Spell. Can master our Shadow Blades, which we are doing quite a bit with the Shadow Blade stuff. Thought I was gonna have access to the other force spell too. I guess not. We have to pick a Scion, or we can take Extend. Always have to read through these. Universal Force, melee and ranged. This is your hireling stuff.
Well,
Hey, what's up, Tleb?
How's it going, bro?
Just trying to pick out the things. 4 to Necro, 2 to everything else. Oh wait, we're looking specifically probably for the illusion one of these, right?
I think your illusion DCs are probably okay, right?
Well, they always need to be better. 10 Sonic, 30 Spell Power, 4 to Enchantment and Illusion, 2 to everything else. Yeah, it's probably the one, the Feywild one. Pretty sure that's right. Alright, so do we want Intensify? Probably. Let's intensify these things. I should be able to intensify the PK damage. I don't know who that is. Probably trash.
It was me. Sorry.
Yeah, from Slintha, Kansas.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's good to know.
Using a VPN.
Ah, that's smart.
Can't be too careful these days, you know.
That's fair. That is very fair. Alright. Fortunately, again at level 30 they reset your Twist of Fates because they love you. Oh man. Can I just call you Break?
You use his name.
XQ QC breaks terms of service. Welcome to the USS Fat Halfling.
Execute break of service.
I don't know. That is as close as my poor brain can assemble something today, which is probably not close enough. All right, so we're going to twist Mel back in. We're going to twist our arcane hymn back in, which is why I can't seem to find it. Was annoying. Then I'm fairly certain we're going to twist in Endless Faith.
Endless Faith is good. It's quite good, actually.
What else were we doing?
Meld.
Already did that. I'm looking for the other tier 1s that I had switched in. No. I know we can do a Stay Frosty, which would be fine, probably. I'm curious what the other one is now. Oh, obviously Draconic Presence. That's very important for... So right now we're at 112. Chronic Presence should be 3 more to spell base DCs. So there's 115. Then we have 1 more slot. So we could do something crazy like Cocoon, which seems fine. Or we could do like Stay Frosty.
I think you should do like Impregnable Mine. Oh, you're in Magister anyways, aren't
I'm
you?
already in Magister.
Um,
I'm gonna fail those saves regardless. Thank you very much for the host, my friend, for 27 viewers. Thank you. Appreciate that. Those of you who are coming over from Break's stream, welcome. My name is Samus. I play Dungeons and Dragons Monday through Thursday right now. Fridays is going to be a throwback to Final Fantasy Tactics. One of my 2001 goals... 2021.
2001.
Jesus. I don't even know what decade we're in. My 2021 goal is going to be to actually play through Final Fantasy Tactics my own self from beginning to end. I have beat it on other people's account. I've started a game. I'm going to actually play through the goddamn thing this year. So
you know, I keep saying that about Skyrim too, and still have not done that.
Yeah, well, I'm going to do it this year. I'm going to do it on Fridays. We're going to make it happen.
I always go through Skyrim and like, oh, I'm going to beat Skyrim this time, and then I get into the Thieves Guild and I just immediately forget my goal.
Yeah, I think my problem is I become re-obsessed with DDO pretty easily.
Mm-hmm.
So it's easy for me to like kind of fall, like if I TR into a build that I think is really interesting or something, you know what I mean, like a handful of those lines, and I just like fall back into DDO completely, and it's like real uphill battle. So we have enough for a 3, a 3, a 2 if we wanted, a 1 and a 1. We're
No
certainly
4s?
getting closer. Well, if I could do a 4 instead of a tier 2. But Arcane Hand's tier 3, so it doesn't matter. Just trying to figure out if there's a way I could do a 3, a 3, and a 3 at some point, but we're...
Oh yeah, I guess you don't need the tier 4 like I do.
Yeah. So we're
Tier
still
4
a
is
few
kind of
points away.
Important.
Yeah. I would... I don't know. I don't know what I would do with the tier 4 right this minute. With the way that I'm currently doing things on this build, I don't know what it would fit in. A 3 kind of makes sense because Tsunami's got some stuff that's kind of good. But there's another 3 that I would really like. I don't remember what it is now.
I don't know, but you need an alarm anytime, like, you need to meld, just to remind you that meld is a thing.
Yeah, I'm getting better. Like, I'm hitting it. It's slow going.
Yeah.
I'm working on it, though.
I'm just saying, like, you know, you need something.
Yeah, I mean, it certainly is taking its sweet time, right?
You need to put a rubber band around your wrist, and every time you die without melding, you gotta snap it.
Oh. I feel like I get teased plenty of times for my deaths. I don't know. We haven't died today, right?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
No.
I've hit meld once today. I even did a raid today.
Yeah, you did chronoscope?
No, I did a VOD. I did die in the VOD. I died twice in the VOD.
Oh. Did you meld?
I got lagged to death both times. I didn't even
Likely story.
I didn't even like see what happened. Well, I was watching. I had Jerry's stream up and another stream up that I was trying to listen to, and try to do the raid. So like I was tying my bandwidth up pretty hard. Definitely
Fuck,
more
you
than I
had
should have
some-
been.
You had some suggestible tabs in the background.
Yeah, watching some things that I'm not going to discuss on the stream, but it was valuable for me in my opinion. All right, so let's see. Now at 30, this is saying our DC is 116. Part of that has to do with the fact, again, we're using 2 4-piece. We're using Eye of the Beholder, Spell Power, Wisdom, Charisma, and I thought I had an Intelligence hidden somewhere also. And then the autos, we're using an Intelligence and a Spell Power and a Armor Spell Reduction. So like there's some places here that we could have some more intelligence in, like we could have an autos. Do we have an autos intelligence? I don't remember if I have an autos intelligence in here. But we could definitely have the raid filigree purchasable +2, stuff like that. I don't have enough tapestries again to get that stuff. So we are definitely missing some intelligence modifier and stuff for DCs. We're at exactly 100 intelligence right now on the boat. And in Reaper, we're going to get a little bit higher. So, I don't know. We're certainly coming along. We're going to be higher this life than we did on our pure life. Which should say something about how much more you're getting out of the Fate Arc Illusionist. If I had a handful more points, we could add in Pale Master, and we could do like an extra +2 in there. But we
I think
need.
there's very few builds that are actually not using Fate Arc Illusionist right now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I like the way it's currently laid out. I really am enjoying like the Force Fireball stuff and how some of the stuff is working together. Like I certainly don't feel like I don't have a way to damage a boss, like I sometimes do get on a build like this.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Pale Master version often doesn't have that problem with running into bosses that don't take damage, but sometimes they do. And then you just feel like you're standing there with a thumb up your bum doing nothing. Where this build, on the other hand, feels like it's contributing at all stages of the quest and/or raid. Maybe not as much as some other things, but certainly helping out. Okay, so
I feel like that's directed at me with my alchemist right now.
are you even an alchemist? I have no idea what's going on. Oh, you are an
Yeah, I'm an
alchemist.
I'm an alchemist.
No, I just want to contribute on all stages for myself. Alright, well, while we have some helper, aka Thokgar, would you rather make a run at the same old song, a run at Smash and Burn? Which of those two sounds best? Same old song, Smash and Burn. So I need gear from both of those places. So I'm going to do one of those for sure. I think I'm going to head this same old song first. I'm going to confirm that those gloves in fact come from here. Yep. Okay. I'm also like pretty sure that we first timed all these.
Oh my gosh, really?
I don't even know what the... Man, I cannot anything today.
I'm back.
You were presented with ideas while you were gone.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's fine. Heading to same old song, looking for the gloves.
Alright.
Why can I not find the quest? I guess I gotta go with the level 15 version of it.
I wish I could give you my Mark IV out of my bank, because I would likely never use that.
Yeah, I would love to have it, but
I will likely never use it.
I feel like it was probably something that I looked at and went, yeah, I'm never going to use this either, because I feel like I have passed one to people in the past, but now it's just like I can't seem to get one. There it is, same old song.
Right. It seems about right.
We could do Reaper or we can do Elite. I don't care. Last couple of days you just logged on and sat on your guild ship because you didn't know what to work on. I felt that way. What do you want to do? Want to do Reaper 1?
Elite.
Elite? Alright, Elite is fine. I don't think Reaper 1 would have been a big deal either, but like I said, since I already did first times, I'm not as worried about it. You guys are better than other streams online and the news on the radio. I'll keep watching. Well, thanks. Let's see.
I mean, that's setting the bar pretty low.
Reaper wings are good, yes. I'm working on it for sure. Said I think I don't want to talk myself into a commitment, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stay 30 for a couple of days here and see if so we can get some raid stuff together and or work on a little bit more first times. I never know what day works out, and then the one day that I was fairly certain that I could get in with people and do stuff, I assume yesterday went pretty well. Combination, it just completely swamped and or just not feeling well. No, my bar's high. It's the setting on everyone else's bar that's just junk. Certainly been there.
That's fair. I don't know, I hope to be 30 by my next set of days off, so I can do some High Reaper stuff.
I'd like to do some High Reaper stuff.
Some like R8, R10 kind of stuff, you know?
Oh, a lot of the people went and played Divinity last night anyway.
Oh my god, they've been playing Divinity nonstop.
Yeah, it's fine.
I have a feeling that we might be losing to Braille pretty soon.
No, I doubt it.
I don't know, man. He really likes that game, like a lot.
It's good. I don't think he'll stay out of anything forever.
I don't know.
Open it quick.
He may not
What was
be as...
his last break was like, what, 5 years?
No, it was 18 months.
Was it?
And yeah, and that was specifically because he didn't care for
For Reaper?
no, he liked Reaper. No, he Tobrell's biggest complaint about DDO is you can't really play with your friends in a lot of situations. And a lot of situations, like, for example, I was on the TR train really hard. I didn't have income for, like, boxes and XP potions and things to, like, speed up that process for me. So it took me a while to do that. Which means if Tobrell logged on, odds are that he and I weren't going to be able to play.
Right.
You know, because he likes playing at the high-level things with all the goodies.
Yeah.
Where I spend a lot more time, you know, grinding out other things.
Yep.
So, and that just is true for a lot of people in DDO in general, because they just don't have a good system designed to play.
That is one thing that I think Star Wars has done really well, is making it so you can play with anybody anytime you want. Because if your friend is on a high-level planet and you want to go over there, you go over there and they scale up your gear and your character, and you're, you know, maybe not just as good as your friend, but you're comparable, you know.
Well,
you're
and
not just like getting dragged along.
well, you could do something like that. You could start switching the back end for percentage base damages. Like there's a bunch of options that one could do, and I certainly don't want to like and say that this is the way that they have to do it.
I like the idea of sharing achievements across your account, like, you know, completionists. You get completionists on one character, you have them on all. You know, you get your Reaper points on one character, you get them on all. You know, and I think that would incentivize, you know, more like all team than it would be like just focusing on one character like you and I do.
Yeah, but I feel like they could have a system that does work across the account, like, and it would be fine. Like, if they wanted to say, okay, we're going to make Reaper points work across accounts, that's fine. But I think having all the systems would not feel very Dungeons and Dragons-y to me. And I understand that's part of what they're carrying over, is trying to keep that Dungeons and Dragons-y feel, because it's a character advancing game.
Well, I get that.
So, I mean,
get you want that Dungeons and Dragons feel, but at the same time, you gotta realize it's an MMO, and it's
right. But that's part of what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like, I think you could have some systems that carry over like that, but I think other systems would not be great in that regard. So, like, again, the Reaper points I think would be fine. But like completionist, I feel like that's like a character advance thing. I definitely feel like there could be things that are set up that way, but I certainly also feel like there are things that are definitely designed and feel like a character advance process.
I just personally feel like the reincarnation, it makes it so you really want to focus on one character. And
so does gear, so do other things. Like it's certainly been a problem, and I agree that it can be problematic. But you got to be really careful on that line.
Like, look at right now, right? Like, I'm playing Talab right now, right? And I'm trying to grind out some past lives and stuff. You're playing. I could switch over to my alt and play with you, but then I'm not making any progress on collab, which I'm not okay with. You know what I mean? So like, if you had a system where like, hey, you know, if you're grinding out levels at high levels, I switch over, you know, I'm still getting some type of progress. You know what I mean?
Well, at the same time, like if they had set things up in the background for percentage-based hit points and attacks and stuff like that, right? And then all of a sudden, you come at this quest at level, whatever level you are, right? And I come in this quest at level 30, then, you know, we're both going to make progress through the quest because we're both doing things in the quest. I feel like long term that's the solution that they need to take into account. I don't know if they're going to, but long term I feel like that's what they need to do. Excuse me, everybody. Alright, so the wife is, in addition to watching the dog, is keeping an eye on the news. She's saying that there's some real craziness starting to happen in DC.
Oh, yeah?
Well, again, this is third hand from the wife, so I don't know for sure, but she said it looks like a bunch of the protesters have managed to get into the past security and into, like, places where they definitely should not be in the Capitol building.
Mm-hmm.
And they are putting a good show together, I guess. I don't know exactly what's going on. Again, I'm sitting here streaming with you guys, so I'm not really sure what's going on with the news, but the wife wanted to let me know that I was missing all sorts of drama.
Is there a cleric in the house?
Wonder if I should throw that on my other screen here or something.
Perhaps.
Let me open that. Let me kill this super mobs and turn on.
I wish you would let me control the aggro most of the time, Thakar.
I look forward to
Well,
I know I
just put
died
that
there,
down.
but...
I put that down when you went down.
Okay. Right there where those guys are held, I put in one of the clouds. Try to run things through that cloud for a minute.
Alright.
Let me reestablish the heat.
Oh goodness, the very first thing here. Let me do this.
And let's just be sure to keep it.
Oh no, I'm just
Neutral.
sharing my screen so you can see it. That's
Oh,
all I'm doing. That's what as soon as I log on, I see.
Capital lockdown. Yeah, I don't know exactly what's going on, but it's some craziness. All right, let me kind of get off of this because I cannot watch all that with the bandwidth. It already was throwing a fit earlier.
I was just showing you the headline. That's all
Yeah.
I was gonna do.
No, I wanted to.
I didn't want to even turn it on until after you stopped watching my stream.
Yeah.
so.
I said I have no idea what exactly is happening, but here, go shrine. Stop what you're doing and go shrine.
Now's a good time to take a breather.
Thank you. I didn't see it up.
Hey, welcome. We just finished the gargoyle, so we have another wave of crap. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, some craziness is happening. My wife knows how much I love drama.
Sorry, I did not catch what you said earlier.
No problem. We just finished the gargoyle fight, and we're ready for wave 2 of the trash. So you have a minute or two to get in, at least.
Nice one.
Okay.
Okay. Fine. Hit the meld button. Good boy. No, that guy's never gonna die like that. Really? You're gonna... Huh. You have a death ward now of some sort? That's fair.
Your poor friend. I hope you get better.
Oh boy. Alright, the main room in the hallway. Alright, just like usual. Boop, 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 boop.
Terrific. We're
There's
off
some
on an
mysteriousness to
adventure.
it. I should put that into it.
I think a big part of my issue with the build I'm working on feels really underwhelming, and it's super difficult to solo content even on R1.
Damn, they killed me.
What build are you working on?
Yeah, I mean, that's a question.
You are really good at
I'm
this.
just trying to think
One that
of,
was
like...
put in the Discord? Because, I mean, I could look at it.
You hear panic shouts, screams, and
You had to build. Do you have the Discord? If you don't, we can get you a Discord invitation. But
The build's in the Discord. Use the one that posts first in the build section, actually.
good. Say.
Yeah, I took a gander at it for a minute and I kind of like didn't have a chance to analyze.
I know I'd have to stop and think about things, but I know that a big part of the issue is, for me, if you have a build that you can't solo on R1 or whatever, then put a group up. And if you can't get people coming with you, then step it down to elite. It's not a big deal for a life or whatever.
Generally with split class builds, right, you want to have a few levels in each of everything until you're like soloable, right?
Nah, it depends on... That's totally dependent. I mean, like, you know, if you're gonna do a rogue split, you're generally gonna only want, you know, either 1 or 2 levels or a lot of levels of rogue, but there's not really like,
Going
you
where?
know,
To do what?
an even split of it if you're gonna do something like that. There's some classes that I just strongly disagree
I'll
with
take any unwanted filigree.
multi-classing at all.
Trying to build up my supply for this generation.
Are you watching the news now?
No, I'm trying to...
Isn't this the
We
best
just finished
part
the
of
thing.
adventuring?
I gave it a reroll,
Oh, okay.
so no, I can't. Alright, I really would like to try to get those gloves. I would not be opposed to doing this one more time if people are down.
I'm in it for the money. Anything you want to do.
I mean, if you want to do R10, man, come on.
Yeah, I don't quite think I can get around with an R10.
You sure?
Yeah, I don't think quite.
I mean, I'm an alchemist. That counts as like 10 levels, doesn't it?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I can hold them still for a long time while you throw bottles at them until their hearts explode, but...
Well, that sounds like a good plan to me. I just don't understand. I'm, you know, walking around offering all these monsters drinks, and they just don't like it. I don't get it. Being a nice guy, you know, giving them free drinks. How many places do you go to that you get free drinks?
Me? All of them, because I go in there and I'm like, hey, I'm Samus, and they're like, oh!
Oh, you finally became famous, huh? It must have been all those bots that you didn't...
I mean, I did buy, like, the Please Make Me Famous section of the...
Yeah.
Of the website here.
That's good.
But no, because usually the only place I go is, like, to John's house. And so, like, he's a good host. He's always throwing down with the tasty beverage. He,
That's the thing, is, like, when you come to my house, I'm gonna have to, like, figure out what to get you, because there's, like, nothing that I drink that you actually like.
Yeah, there's plenty of things that I like to drink. I just... Right now, in particular, I'm
gonna be like, you want some coffee? You're like, no. You want some beer? No.
Yeah, that's fair. But to be fair, when I come visit, I'll have my house there, so it's not like I can't just run out to the kitchen.
Well, I understand that, but if I'm gonna be a host, then I should offer you a drink, you know?
Well, you can offer. You know, I'd love for you to bring me some hot water from my bag of tea.
That I could do. I could. I have a cure. Oh man, I'm gonna kill this red name just like a few spell points at a time. Like, ran into this red name at the very end of my spell bar.
I feel... Let me look at this again, DeBill. I feel like I remember reading this and thinking it was probably fine, but it needed something, right?
I mean, stuff needs something all the time, right?
Oh, this was the Warlock build. I remember
feel
this
like,
now.
I feel like Warlocks are in a real bad spot right now.
I do too. But I remember now. The rogue Warlock, and you're like gluing stuff in, right?
Yeah,
It's
like
kind
to
of
be honest,
needed.
I feel like Warlocks are like darn near unplayable right now.
I think that this kind of shell, they're probably okay.
Well, that's the thing, right? Is that they're only okay. You know what I mean?
Well,
like,
again, though, when you're there's a difference between this build going to 20 and doing lives.
mm-hmm.
And I'm not sure if this is this a 1 to 20? I know you have epics marked out. I feel like this would struggle in some places in epics. Also, 2-weapon fighting instead of 2-handed right now seems wrong.
yeah, that's very wrong.
Well, but there's not a lot of strike through getting picked up in this template, so maybe it's not that big of a deal. shoot.
I feel like the debuff for Warlock build is good if you party a lot. Other than that, the CC insta kill Warlock is fine. Fine at best. Really.
I don't know. I think the general idea is on this particular build is you're looking to take advantage like the self healing and stuff from the Warlock, and then still be reasonable damage on other fronts. So war has started. Yeah, my wife called to tell me that there was some stuff going on, but I haven't dug into it yet. DDO Central.
Oh, open it quick.
Oh, I just got a rare intelligence thing. That's sweet.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I didn't see which one off the top of my head.
That sounds sweet.
Rings throughout the night. It's encore.
I just picked up Master Spellbinders. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that the Capitol building has been occupied, and that's the extent of what I've heard.
Yeah, it's...
Mahmood would like to play. Hey, Mahmood.
Hey, what quest is that, or what? Well met.
Same old song is, it's in Sharn Chain 1.
Okay, it's up top. Sharn up.
Yeah, up top.
It looks like Bashida has confirmed that the next Elder Scrolls is Hammerfall.
I'm glad he kept going, because all I could think of was Vegeta, but with a B, and I was like, is this guy gonna go Super Saiyan or something? Like,
Yes, I am. No. Confirmed 100% that it is Hammerfall, which is
A
pretty
nice
sweet,
quiet
actually.
moment for me to work on the story of your adventures.
More attacks are on the way.
Down
Yeah.
with some Hammerfall.
I'll have to play catch up with the news and stuff in a little bit, DDO Central. Did you end up heading that direction, or are you staying safe in Colorado?
Magical alarm triggers once again.
You're in Colorado. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I did consider trying to figure out a way to go, but between everything else that was going on this week and now the dog having problems and stuff, it certainly worked out better for me to stay at home and take care of the puppers and the stream and stuff.
Oh, I know what it was now, and I agree with you. To go a little more buckler in the charisma to hit and damage.
Yeah, we talked about that, but if he wants rogue skills, you don't have room for that in a shell for TR lives. So you have to pick and choose, because you only get 3 classes, right? So if you wanted Warlock pass lives, then you're good to go with like the Fey Buckler build. If you're looking to get looking to pick up some of the other things, then it becomes much more difficult to cram things in. So I don't know if 9 levels of Warlock or however many that were in there. It's less than 9, right? Because you had 2 levels of Rogue, so it's 8. Probably less. See, I don't know where you can like count on Warlock outside of 1 to 20 content. Like how much is enough to carry you to 30. I guess if you're doing explore zones primarily and stuff like that, is probably fine.
Once again, harsh sounds.
I don't know. I'm not the Warlock spurt that
Screams and
I probably should be at some point. That was not the button I needed to push. Oh, I made a friend.
Oh, I'm super good, right? Oh.
Does this count as a Shadow Blade? Spirit Blades? Probably not.
Peaceful quiet descends over
Okay. See, there's my mood. There's that gentleman. Alright, voices.
I can't believe we did it!
keeping her and Encore alive. Regina has promised to do everything she can to cut ties between the Boromar clan and Vaunt, Arcana Technical.
Man, you know, I feel like I've had these, like, all this kind of stuff drop at a much higher rate in the past. I'm certainly not buying rerolls for these things.
Are you farming in here?
I am. I'm looking for these gloves, and then I need to go look for the armor out of Smash and Burn as well.
Oh, open it quick!
What kind of gloves are they anyway?
They'd be the legendary version of the Attunement Gauntlets.
Oh, okay, so they're magnet.
Yeah, unfortunately.
What the nice mythic? Holy crap. Alright, so what, are you running this again? Or?
Yeah, I think I'll run it one more time. We have enough people. We can also do Reaper if people would like to do Reaper. If not, we can just keep doing it on this setting.
Do Reaper. That was, I think, my first time solving. Yeah. So doing it on Reaper, I'll have another first bonus. Yeah, bring it Reaper. Oh, and I'll give you the pull if I get it. And that's much better than that.
Alright, sounds good. Appreciate it. Alright, and people said that they were interested in doing some Reaper modes.
Yeah, that's great.
How many skulls do you want, Thakar?
I'll one or I'll die.
Okay.
But no, something that just kind of hit me was, depending on if you have a dex tome, I wonder what your min dex could go, get all your ranged feats, and then plug in enough for a past life warlock.
When we're on Reaper mode, I'll drink a treasure pot. Hopefully we'll get your
Yeah, it'll show up eventually. It's just gotta get it.
I haven't even. Well, my friends brought me out here. I got the. They got me the 3-piece set out of here, which I think is actually better than the Feywild stuff. The 3-piece. I got the 3-piece healer set out of here.
Oh yeah, it's pretty good.
It's a very intense moment. The chance to try something nobody's ever tried before.
Dusk thugs were loitering near Club Clawfoot. But this is Boromar clan territory. Something's brewing. And you're smack in the middle of it. A group of would-be patrons lingers in the courtyard. They must not be on the guest list. The bouncer opens the front door, allowing you to enter Club Clawfoot. The dusk dogs lurking outside set the assistant's nerves on edge. He wants you to check on Club Clawfoot's employees before
All right, Beef, my friend, thank you very much. I appreciate that. 38-month streak. That means amazing.
Pretty great.
It needs repairs before the beast can be returned to their rightful
This singer will like it. Yeah, Adam Sandler. Taking it.
I'm so pretty.
It's alright. Responding to text messages and
Ooh, open it quick.
everything here. Trying to be receptive to all the noises being made at me here. Between the wife and everybody else texting me, it's a lot going on
You can tell Fenwick that all is
for my current level of distraction. Okay. Is everybody ready for Fitz?
Fenwick is relieved to hear that the club is safe and secure. He gives you permission to approach Regina. A piercing alarm reverberates through Regina.
Hit point score. Keep 10 hit points. Alright. Let's see. Huh. So we got a slightly different group of monsters here this time. Anyway, let's see. 121 is our current Reaper. PKDC. So again, that's steady, which means we're already one higher than we were last go around. Well, this is not where I parked. Yeah, it is where I parked my car, actually. Lost souls, what I want to eat.
Isn't this the best part of adventuring?
It is the best part of adventuring. All the experience. Oh wait, no. The loot. The loot is what we're here for. I was hoping that this wasn't that kind of Reaper. Come here, little gargoyle. I can't even move.
Is there a cleric in the house?
No, I must have got just stuck or something with this soul crew. I knew I should have hit the meld button sooner, but I was like lagging out, I think. I'm not really sure. I couldn't move. Not really sure what was happening.
Nothing like a well-deserved rest.
More attacks are on the way. But for now,
I think I just got like pinned or something. Alright, we'll go this way back through the kitchen. Yeah, I don't like how that rope blocks my spell effect. I'm not really sure why. It's, doesn't seem like it would be something that should be a problem on my spell effect. Like I shoot this massive cone of light. This one stretch of rope stops it from things that are underneath the rope, for sure. By the way, thanks for all the heals, man. Appreciate it.
I don't think my divine intervention hit you. You ran off.
Oh no, I like half lagged, looped around through that death earlier. I don't know what was going on. I should hit the meld button quicker, I guess. Back to me, my precious. Hang on, everybody. We have a person trying to get in here. You want to be stuck in a loading screen, or? Try again like that. Right, come on in. We're ready for to complete. Yeah, I don't know. We're also gonna have to take a minute and see what Tobrell left us. Apparently he left us some goodies in the guild chest, so. Alright, 1, 2, 3 XP.
We're going where to do what? That sounds amazing!
Night Sage Shooter. It's a good one.
Alright, come on. Big money. Big money.
Amazing!
Oh, we got something. Ooh, that's neat. That's
It's your hit point set.
You don't need that, do you?
I do not, thank you.
Alright, well, I'm gonna grab it before I, take all this stuff, I think. Okay, yeah. That's a hit point set. What, this is more up than the other.
Fortune favors the bold.
It's interesting. Where do the legendary watch captain, I'm gonna have to look that up, because actually, I'm wearing the, this one.
See if I can't pull this up from Mahmood here. See what we can do to help.
Were you farming a different quest, Sam?
I mean, while we had a full group, I'd be down for that, but I'd also be down for a smash and burn. Both of those are quests that have items that I'm looking for. If people are just looking for a change of scenery.
I'm not a big fan of doing quests over.
Yeah, I'm not either. Just, we happen to have a bunch of people, so... Smash and burn is over in the cogs.
Now, is that all stuff that's right here? I have to call it out there. Is it one where you have to run to? Or?
Yeah, the cog. It's the other one's out in the cogs, so you'd have to run there. It's a pretty short run though.
Okay.
So let's give a smash and burn a shot, you guys.
I'll take my level when we're done.
As far as my build goes, I'm feeling I should have done a 2 fighter level splash to be able to pick up great swords rather than going the 2 weapon fighting line. That's possible. Although you might want to look at a 3 fighters. It's right over this way, Mahmood. And be able to have the defensive stance. That's probably what you're missing, but you may or may not need it.
Feywild pack.
Alright, I'm gonna take a break. Be back later.
How we going, buddy? Yeah, I don't know that much about the Feywild pack, unfortunately, so... It's one of the places that I've only really been doing with people for 30s, but most of my people are off, so...
Plastic, if you guys want them. I noticed that people don't usually hang around for the plastic.
Alright.
Where are we going? Cogs?
Smash and burn? Yeah, out in the cogs. I'm looking for the Mark IV armor. Smash and Burn's the one where you come in and you... It's like right to the east of where you walk in. You do get a really big chunk of stuff from there, I agree.
Ooh, is it a secret door? I love secret doors. I would have never seen that.
Go round some stuff up and I'll be right back.
Party chat.
I'm having a hard time hearing you over the music, Mahmood, unfortunately. Would you like a Discord link? Charm music is just so loud.
Nice one.
I have a template build that's inquisitive. I'm just trying to find a little variety so I'm not just PvP all the time. I do know what you mean. I do. In fact, I may be the anti doing the same thing over and over and over again person that you've ever met. always forget how to. Let me do this. Alright, we'll get you added in a second here.
Too bad. I'll miss them.
Okay, let's go back to. Back to work to making sure things go bye-bye here real fast. There we go. Alright. Let's see if we can.
The vault doors humble. Surely danger and a gentle power.
Copy. Paste. Yeah, for whatever reason, I can never find anybody. Add the username of friend add. Okay, well, I'd like to make this person. How about... Why can I never...
The door is sealed shut with a heavy silver padlock. The key may be hidden somewhere among the shipments.
I would like to find this person is what I'd like.
Somebody talks my move
Pocket
to jump.
the iron key you found. There's sure to be a use for it.
Yeah. Did you get one already? Alright. Sorry, I was trying to get you added on the friends list over here on Discord, my mood. You should have an invitation now.
Take your time.
Not really sure what. Of course.
You jangle the iron padlock. The door remains tightly sealed.
Alright. I think we got that all squared away. So now... when he accepts our friend's request, we'll be able to get him in there.
As you enter the room, you hear someone barking
Bong.
Intruder! Attend the special call. We'll make them pay for messing us up.
Alright. So we should be able to stand here basically and just shoot this guy now. Be fine.
Now let's get behind me there. Be behind the shield.
I really do appreciate the hopeful Jim, actually. It's like, I don't even know how to put it. It's like there's always someone cheering for you. Right? They're always like, so happy that you succeeded.
You hear distressed cries and the
You know, and that's really awesome. Like, heck yeah, way to go. Be vindicated.
few remaining captives scramble out of this chamber, screaming.
Unfortunately, my Sunburst DC is not as good.
Forge rates drift over the old machinery. Their wrath growing louder.
You missed a lot. You're looking at news feeds. Hey, don't ever apologize for being up to date on current events. That's I know what I'm going to be doing when we're done. So I'm going to be looking at a lot of news feeds too.
Is it a secret door? I love secret doors. I would have never seen that.
Like I've
That was remarkable.
Okay. There's a special treasure. Live in Kenosha. Wow. Wow, crazy. I'm glad you're safe. I haven't read about anything that may have went down in Kenosha last night. But, yeah, well, that's part of what's going on, right? Is that there's a lot of stuff has been stirred up lately, right? And we're not having good discussions, in my opinion. We're just like being toddlers and just flailing at people.
The last forge crate dissolves into a smoldering cloud. The last of the special cargo crates is smashed into splinters.
So, I mean, it's hard to have a discussion when people don't want to talk.
That shield, the chest is the one that we're pulling from, right there, Sam?
Yeah, it's right over here. I just need to hit these buttons, I think. Except gravity just happened and I fell all the way to the bottom. That's just it. There's a lot of that exact mindset, Bill. A lot of us versus them and not a lot of how do we deal with this as a group. Lockar, the chest is still... Yeah, it is. Okay, so there's one. Trying to remember where the other button is. Here, there's one over there, and then the other one's like... Now, I could have told you where all three of these switches were earlier today. Now I'm like struggle busting trying to remember where they are.
Isn't this the best part of adventuring?
That do it?
Oh, I'll be it quick.
From this quest, I'm looking for the Mark IV. If anyone happens to pull one and doesn't want it. I'm like super slow on getting around any place.
On your pull, it's open. Come on over. Your pop chest.
How did that even happen?
Sun Crusher.
I'll take any unwanted filigree.
I gave you the unwanted filigree, yes. That was me.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Yep.
And this parchment, what you're looking for?
He's so happy. Alright. Well, it looks like I'm not going to get the bits and bobs that I'm chasing today, unfortunately.
We're going where to do what? That sounds amazing!
Yeah, you should probably someone take that mace. At the least feed it to your sentient gem. Well, I think I'm going to have to take a break here. It is past the stream time, and I need to get some food in me.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get my dog.
Later on.
Yep, have a good one, Thakar. For those of you who don't know,
Okay,
I
we got
will come
you,
back.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Check my friends and stuff. I'll beat you up later.
Yeah, I'll be back for the stream in about 5 hours, give or take. 4.5, 5, somewhere in that ballpark.
What's the stream you just play live?
Yeah, thanks everybody.
Yeah, thank you.
See you later, Alfie.
What was it that you said, Mahmood?
I said, what's the stream? Is it you play stream? You stream the game while you're playing it?
Correct. I stream the game over at twitch.tv/SamusGarobo.
Alright, I'll catch up with you guys later.
Yeah, have a good one. Thanks for hanging out, Mahmood. And everybody else as well. Thanks a lot. Alright, everybody. With that, I think we're going to... Basically, we're going to look at what's in this chest, and then we're going to get out of here. So, hopefully Tobrel left us some goodies. And if we have to make some changes to our gear, not a big deal at all. Here's my kill. Rovian Slayer. But yeah, Tobrel brought us a little bit of everything here. Perfect. So we'll take a look at all this stuff later. Probably make some changes to our gym here. I have some things, and then the other thing I need to check on. I'm pretty sure I don't have enough. No, they're called threads, right? I think they're in this bag anyway. Yeah, I think we need 250 to make what we need. Yeah, to make any of these +2 ones are 250. So we've got a little bit to go. Hopefully we can get some more raids in and stuff, and we can patch that stuff up over the next couple of days. Alright, so just to kind of get back with everything that's going on, we are level 30. Finally, we got stuff kind of situated. Our DCs in Epics are, or sorry, not Epics, in Reapers are 121. And then we can boost 5 here, 6 here, 3 here. So we can do some boosting where things actually will land a little bit. We need the the bigger illusion cloak, I think we can get +1 more to the spell focus if we had the slightly bigger one. We can do a few other things here and there also. So yeah, we're just gonna have to play around a little bit and see if we can make some stuff happen. Alright everybody, with that I'm gonna get out of here for the afternoon. I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. If you did, don't forget you can hit those like, subscribe, follow buttons and help us out financially at patreon.com/Samus. Or of course, if you don't have any spare dollars to help us out with, you can still help out a lot by going over to youtube.com/SamusGarobo, subscribing, hitting the buttons over there. We really appreciate it. Alright everybody, with that I'm going to get out of here. I hope you have a wonderful afternoon. We'll be back in a couple hours for this evening stream. Toodles.